Listen to me. If you are sitting there right now, retired, or about to take that leap into retirement, and you are thinking to yourself, Susie, I need to bring in some extra cash. I want to try this online business thing I keep hearing about called dropshipping, and I'm looking at a company named Spocket. I need you to stop what you are doing, look right at me, and listen to every single word I am about to say. Because in this stage of your life, you do not have the luxury to make mistakes with your hard-earned money. You do not have the time to lose your savings to a bad business venture, or worse, an international headache that breaks your heart and drains your bank account. So the big question on your mind right now is simple: is Spocket US based? You are asking this because you are smart. You are afraid, and rightfully so, of getting tangled up with companies halfway across the world, dealing with weeks of shipping delays from overseas, and trying to handle customer service with someone you can't even reach on the phone. You want safety. You want security. You want to know that if you are putting your precious retirement time and money into a platform, it is close to home and reliable. Let's answer that question directly, with no sugarcoating. Spocket, the actual company itself, the platform, the software, the corporate headquarters, is not technically based in the United States. They are headquartered right across the border in Vancouver, Canada. They were founded there in 2017. Now, does that mean you should run for the hills? Absolutely not. Canada has incredibly strict business regulations, and corporate-wise, they are as stable and legitimate as it gets. But here is where the confusion lies, and here is what you actually care about: Spocket's suppliers. The entire reason Spocket exists, and the reason so many people in your shoes look at it, is that roughly 80% of the independent brands and suppliers on their platform are located right here in the United States and Europe. Think about why that matters to your wallet. If you are setting up an online store to supplement your Social Security or your 401k, the biggest trap you can fall into is sourcing cheap products from overseas platforms where a simple coffee mug takes 4 to 6 weeks to arrive at your customer's doorstep in standard, unbranded packaging that looks like a mistake. Your customers will get angry. They will demand refunds. And guess whose bank account those refunds come out of? Yours. Spocket's biggest selling point is that because their suppliers are primarily located in the US, shipping times drop down to 2 to 5 days. It is fast, it is domestic, and the products don't have to clear confusing international customs borders. But before you get too excited and pull out your credit card, I need to talk to you about the real problem and the underlying fear that nobody else is telling you about. The fear isn't just about where the company is based. The real fear is, can you actually afford to run this business in retirement? Many people look at dropshipping as a get-rich-quick hobby. They think, oh, I'll just pay a small fee, put some items online, and the money will just roll in while I'm traveling or spending time with the grandkids. Let me tell you the truth. Spocket is a paid subscription platform. They do have a free plan, but it only lets you look around. If you actually want to sell anything, you have to pay a monthly fee. And those fees can range anywhere from $40 a month to over $100 a month, depending on the tier you choose. I want you to ask yourself right now, if your store makes 0 sales for the first 3, 4, or 5 months, which is incredibly common when you are just starting out and learning the ropes, can your retirement budget comfortably handle losing $50 to $100 every single month just to keep the lights on in a software platform? If that monthly fee is going to cause you distress, or force you to dip into money meant for your groceries, your health care, or your emergency fund, then my answer to you is a resounding no. You cannot afford it right now. You must protect your principal cash at all costs during retirement. Furthermore, you need to understand that even though 80% of Spocket's suppliers are US or EU based, that leaves 20% that are not. If you are not paying close attention when you are selecting products to put on your digital storefront, you could easily accidentally select a supplier based overseas. If you do that, you are right back to square one, dealing with long shipping times, frustrated buyers, and high return rates. So, what is your actionable takeaway from all of this? How do you move forward safely without jeopardizing your financial peace of mind? First, if you decide you want to try this, you do not buy a monthly subscription today. You sign up for their free trial or their basic browse-only account. You go into the system, and you specifically use their filtering tools to look only for suppliers that physically ship from the United States. You check the shipping costs, because domestic shipping inside the US can sometimes be higher than heavily subsidized overseas shipping, and those costs eat directly into your profit margins. You do the math first. Second, you write down a strict, non-negotiable budget for this business venture. You decide on a fixed amount of money that you are willing to spend from your disposable income, never your core retirement nest egg, and when that budget is gone, if the business isn't profitable, you walk away. You do not chase your losses. Spocket is a legitimate, highly rated tool, and yes, it heavily features US-based suppliers, which protects you from the typical international supply chain nightmares. It is a solid option if you have the tech savviness to build a website and the marketing budget to drive people to it. But never forget that a tool is only as good as the financial strategy behind it. Be smart with your cash, keep your expenses low, look closely at where each specific product is shipping from, and above all else, stand in your financial truth. You've worked your whole life to earn your retirement piece. Don't let a trendy online business model take it away from you.